All right, we're going to go ahead and go over our assignment 6.5 this week. It is the Wall 3 cut list. To do so, go ahead and click on your Wall 3 cut list. The assignment will load up to here. It's going to be the same as last few weeks. Our goal is to create the cut list, and then the math for this is already pre-loaded for you, just like last week. So if you want to go back to last week's assignment, you're going to be able to find this really easily simply by taking 16 feet here, divide by 16, you get 1 foot. And then similarly to 8-foot stud, 8 feet stud, you can actually go ahead and multiply by 12. You get 96. Divide by 16, you get about 6 inches in here. And then stud spacing, which is the spacing between each one of these studs from center to center. If you go ahead and say 16 inches divided by 16, because we're using 1/16 scale, you're going to get also 1 inch. So you're looking at this here, you can see we're going to look for the top plate, the bottom plate, stud, king stud, trim stud, or the jack stud, top and also bottom. And then we're also going to look for the header and also the cripple stud as well. In this case, we're going to go ahead and look at the top plate first. If we go to the bottom right here, we can actually identify exactly what the top plate look like. So top plate is 16 feet. If we do the ratio for that, 16 feet divided by 16, it's going to be equal to 1 foot. So your answer here is going to be 1 foot, and we only need one top plate. So you're going to have one here as well. Similarly to the bottom plate, we're going to have one bottom plate. We did the math, is 16 feet already. It's going to be the same. So 16 feet divided by 16 is 1 foot, and we only need quantity of 1. And the next one on the list is called the stud. So let's go ahead and count the stud. We need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So in here, quantity is 10. And then in here, we got to figure out what is the 16 scale. We know that the stud are 8 feet tall. So let's go ahead and do the math for that real quick. First, we're going to multiply this by 12 to make it inches, and then divide it by 16. So go ahead and do that. Let's go take 8, multiply by 12, which is 12 inches. That's going to be equal to 96 inch. 96 inch divided by 16, which is the 16 ratio. You get 6. So 6 is 6 inches. So in the stud length is going to be 6 inches. King stud, you know what they are already. They are the one that's sandwiching the door. So we have 2 king stud. Quantity is 2. And then we're going to figure out how tall that is. The king stud is the same thing as our regular stud. And therefore, it's going to be 6 inches here as well. So this is 6 inches. We have the jack stud or the trimmer stud on top, which is this little tiny guy next to our king stud. 1 here, 1 here. So that's 2. So we're going to have 2 here. And then we're going to do the math after the fact, because we don't want to go in and actually do the math for that now until we actually do the measurement for that. So therefore, just keep this blank. So you're going to have 2 of this, keep this blank. Same thing with the bottom jack stud. We can actually do the measurement for that because it's given to you. It is 7 feet. So we need 2 bottom jack stud. 1, 2. Let's go ahead and do the math for that. So we're going to have 7 feet times it by 12 to get the inches. It's 84 divided by 16 is going to be 5.25. 5.25 is the same thing as 5 1/4 inch. So 0.25 is 1/4. Therefore, in here, for the bottom jack stud, you're going to need 2 of those, and it's going to be 5 1/4 inch. The header is this portion up here. And that is also going to be an odd measurement because we're going to add in the differences between the opening, which is 3 feet, and we're going to add in the thickness of your jack stud. So we're going to keep that also blank as well for the header. We're going to need 2 headers because we have 1 sandwiching the other. So we're going to have 2 in here. So you just need 2. Leave this blank for now. We're going to measure that later. And then the last one is the top cripple stud. We have 1, 2, 3. Just type in 3 here and keep this blank. So I'm gonna go ahead and just fill this in for you, which is blank. So I'm gonna keep this blank. And we also want to click this blank. All right, we just need the quantity, and we're gonna use that in the second video you're gonna watch when you are building. We're gonna go back to this and fill in those blanks for you. But you're gonna fill in all the answers in here. So I'm gonna go ahead and just say little lines in here for you to go ahead and answer. All right, so you're going to type in all the measurement that we just went over a second ago. So you should have all the answer for this now. If you have any questions, feel free to email me.